Okay, good morning children. Today we will discuss some examples based on HCF, word problems. Okay, a mansion has to fit a bathroom with square marble tiles. What is the shape of the tile he has to fix? Square marble tiles of the largest possible size. We should take largest possible size. And the size of the bathroom is length and breadth. Dimensions are given in feet. Okay, in feet. What would be the size of tile in inches? Okay, what would be the size of tile in inches? So we need to convert feet into inches. For that, 1 feet. Okay, 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. So length of the bathroom is 14.5 into 12. Breadth is equal to 12.5 into 12. If you multiply, you will get the value of length and breadth in inches, because 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. Okay, length is equal to 14.5 into 12, that is 174 inches. Breadth is 150 inches. Now, actually we are doing, it's a length and breadth is given, it's a bathroom. Okay, it's a bathroom. That is nothing but 144 inches and 150 inches. In this, the mason has to fix tiles, square marble tiles. Okay, the square shaped tiles he has to fix. Okay, such that how many tiles he need to fix? What is the side of this tile? And how many tiles are required? What would be the size of the tile and how many tiles are required? Two questions are asked. First one is what is its size? Second one is how many tiles are required. So first I will find out what will be the exact measurement of the side of the tile. That is, HCF of the length and breadth will give you the exact measurement of the such tile. I am finding HCF. I am considering one is A and other one is B. A and B. By using Euclid's division algorithm, A is greater than B. Therefore, B will divide 150, 174, 1 time, 150, 24. Now my remainder is divisor. 150 is dividend. Again, if it is divided 6 times, 144, 6, again 24, 6 4s are 24. So, with what step I got 0? With 6. And you need to write the Euclid's division algorithm. The first one is 174 is equal to divisor into coefficient plus remainder 24. Next, 150 is equal to 24 into 6 plus 6. Next, 24 is equal to 6 into 4. Remainder is 0. Therefore, HCF is 6. So, what is the HCF? HCF is equal to 6. That is nothing but size of a tile. Size of a tile, or else we can write side of a square. Side of a square is equal to 6 inches. So first question is clear. What would be the size? That is, side of the square is 6 inches. How many such tiles are required to fix in this floor? Okay, how many tiles are required? Okay, so now number of tiles is equal to area of rectangle by area of square. That is, area of rectangular shape in bathroom area of square shaped tile. So area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth 150 into 174 by area of square side into side, that is 6 into 6. Now there are two ways to multiply and divide, that is multiply together this and this, or else we have one more method, the easy one, that is 6 in 150. How many times it will cancel? 6, 150. Okay, 6 in 174, 29 times. Now it is very clear now, 25 into 29, 25 into 30 you think of?
7.
Okay, 750. 125 is less, 725 tiles are required. So there are total number of tiles. How many tiles are required? 725 tiles are required. Okay. Now we'll discuss about fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, fundamental theorem of arithmetic means every composite number. What number? Every composite number can be expressed or factorized. Product of primes. Okay, every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique. This factorization is unique except for the order. Okay, I will show you how it is. Suppose 144. Okay, it is not a prime number, it's a composite number. It has more than 2 factors. Okay, composite number means a number which has more than 2 factors. If 2 factors, one and itself it is having, then it is called prime number. More than 2 factors, it is called composite number. Now I am expressing this, factorizing this by product of primes. By using product of primes, I am doing 2 table. How many times it is? 72. It's a prime number. It is not a prime number. Again I am expressing this. 2 into 36. Of course, this 2 I am bringing down. Now I am expressing 36 again. 2 into 18 times. Okay, this 2 I am bringing. That means wherever you, in which row you will multiply, you should get 144. 2 into 72, 144. 2 2s are 4, 4 36 are 144. 2 2s 8, 8 18s are 144. That is the concept. Next, 2 table. 2 into 9, that is 2, this 2 and this 2. Okay. Now again 2 table will go? No, 3 table. So 3 into 3, again 2. Okay. So now 144, I am expressed this is as 2 into 2 into 2. How many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 into 3 into 3. So we can write this is as 2 power 4 into 3 square. This is one way. Okay, this factorization is unique. Here is telling the factorization is unique except, here one more word is used, except for the order in which the prime factors are written. Okay, here one word is used, that is order. Okay, the same number I am doing once again, the factorization. 144, I started from 2. Why? I will start from 3. Okay, 3. How many times? So 3 4s are 12. 2, 24. Okay, 3 4s are 12, 24, and 8 3s are 24. Again, 3 table, yes, 3 16s are 3 into 3 into 16. 2 table, right, 2 8s are, okay, 3 into 3. Again 2 table, yes, 4 times, 3. Again 2 table, that's good. 2 into 2, 2, 2, 3 and this 3. Say, now the same number 144 is equal to 3 into 3, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That equal to 3 square into 2 power 4. See, here this order is 2 into 2 into 4 times it is 3 into 3. And here it is 2 times and 4 repeated 2 times. So, this factorization value is unique except for the order in which the prime factors are written. Except that it is very clear, that is, if any composite number is given to you, you can express or factorize this number in this way. This theorem is known as fundamental theorem of arithmetic.